What's up, y'all? It's your girl, I Love Y'all. Listen, I'm here with rapper, up-and-coming, hottest artist in Atlanta, Mr. Wi-Fi DP himself, along with Mr. Ahmad, the bodyguard, the everything behind the scenes.
Hey, man.
It's his birthday today, y'all, so happy
Wi-Fi
birthday.
day, man.
Alright, so you told me that Wi-Fi came from your cousin after he passed away. You changed it to a group name after that. So I'm assuming y'all was real close.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so how has he motivated you, like, to keep going? How do you use him? How do you use him, like, for the group?
Well, to be honest, me just knowing him personally and what he had to go through, you know what I'm saying? He had a lot of life obstacles that a lot of us, if we had to go through it, I don't know if we would have made it. Not saying, you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of stuff a lot of people ain't built for, other people built for.
Facts.
So it's just like, he really just showed us, really, like, you can't let nothing really just stop you that really what you want to do. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, he used to, like, for him just, you know what I'm saying, knowing he just gotta get in the street every day just to survive.
Yeah.
He still comes to me in mud, football game, out of town, no matter how far he is, he walking that. I'm talking walking, he don't need, sometimes he don't need, you know what I'm saying, he find his way, he don't need ride with us.
Crazy.
So it's like, at the end of the day, he just made me realize, like, at the end of the day, I can't let that stop me from doing what I want to do, and he really what I want to do, so, yeah.
So a lot of y'all have the Wi-Fi in your ad name, so how does that help the brand? How does that help y'all expand? I'm gonna start with Ahmad, because you got Wi-Fi in your name too.
So, shit, when we first created Wi-Fi, we already knew like this was something we stand 10 toes on to the day we leave this earth. So it's like, in my aspect, I look at Wi-Fi in the form of, you know what I'm saying, YSL in a way of how the world looks at YSL and, you know what I'm saying, despite where it went through is how it came about, you know what I'm saying, it's completely different now. It's more of a movement, you know what I'm saying, people, anybody, you know what I'm saying, it could be screaming slack now.
Facts.
It ain't really about no race or no gang, they ain't gang, we're all family, they ain't no, you know what I'm saying, no colors.
Right. We just took Wi-Fi, we wanted to, you know what I'm saying, making a movement, so just taking small steps.
So speaking of family, who all is in the Wi-Fi family?
To be honest, the main people that's in it, it's a lot of people who we really, you know what I'm saying, who we step in. But it's like, really, to be honest, you know what I'm saying, the main people I'll talk, and some of the names who I don't say, it's not that they not in it, just, you know what I'm saying, it's all the things I got top of my head. Me, Ahmad, Kevin, Austin, V, you know what I'm saying,
Keys.
Yeah, Keys, my boy Nup.
Little Tony.
Yeah, Little Tony. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people, them the main people out there who, you know what I'm saying, when they first, you know what I'm saying, came about, who was there for like the discussion of what it really means or who it's for.
Okay. I love to hear it. So you got in your bio, I'm not a rapper, I'm an artist. You also sang it in one of your songs on the Rock Out album. So tell us your definition of an artist versus a rapper.
When I say that, I really mean like, you got a lot of people who like, you know what I'm saying, like some people when they ask for a feature, they got some people who know like they on a certain beat. As far as like, okay, it's a rap beat or a trap beat, they like, I know he good at rapping. But me, when I say artist, I like doing the beat, you know what I'm saying? I listen to all different types, but I say I even listen to the female when it comes to Tamar Brass and like Kevin Shells. So like when I say that, I really listen to them to help me open up my style. I'm trying to tell you all the time, I make love songs, they ain't necessarily like a person in love. Like if you don't like, you know what I'm saying, I ain't like I told you last time, I ain't know that shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, it's just like when you know real life and what's going on in real life and what you done seen, you really can, you know what I'm saying, talk about. That's a lot of time I make songs about stuff that they tell me about that they going through. But it's like I know how to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, I'm going through it just because it's like so familiar. Like, you know what I'm saying, it's stuff that happen every day.
Okay.
So it's like at the end of the day, when you're an artist, it's like you should paint a picture with anything. It's not just like one thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When people say artist, people don't be like, oh, he just got that one paint. They be like, nah, he got a whole bunch of like, you feel me? He got a whole thing, like, you know what I'm saying?
So speaking of the album, you dropped it on the 3rd, 14 tracks. How the reviews been? How you like it so far?
I ain't gonna lie, people been really reacting to it very well. Like, the crazy thing is, before it dropped, we all kept saying, nah, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like they're gonna be the one to really wake them up. Cause like I said, this was one of my first, you know what I'm saying, real projects that I dropped within like a whole year. So it was like, I really had a lot of songs I had to choose from, but it was a lot of old songs that I had to replace with new songs that I made. So like, the 14 tracks that I picked, it really was hard picking because there was a lot of songs I wanted to put on there, but the whole 14 I really felt like what, you know what I'm saying, meant for that moment in time period, explaining what was going on. Because I really felt like the first take, it wasn't really an introduction take, it was really just me trying to find out which lane that I like and what they like. And now on the second take, I really figured out which lane I really like messing with and what they like messing with. So it's like I really, you know what I'm saying, incorporated into me introducing myself with what they like too. So it's like
Okay. No, because this album really turned me into a fan. Like before, I would just listen to like a few songs here and there, and then I went to your listening party. I sat back, like I was in the room, I didn't know nobody, and then my phone died. I just sat back, I was high as fuck. I was like, all right. Then you really started playing through the album. I said, whoa, okay. Like you know, you just forget where you at. When
for real,
I was in like 4 different places. Going by. But it's fine. What's your favorite song off there?
my favorite song on the tape is "I'm Human Too."
Same. What's your favorite?
My favorite is "I'm Human Too." Between "I'm Human Too" and "No Hook" for sure.
Okay. What does that song do for you? Like, where were you at mentally?
When I made "I'm Human Too," it was really like I was in the phase where like I won't say I was mad, but I was kind of feeling some type of way about certain things that was going on. But I realized that like, you know what I'm saying, I'm human too, so like the certain feeling that I have, I'm supposed to have a type of feeling because like I know what type of person I am, and I know what type of things affect me as a person. So it's just like, and that song is really just like, it's just a lot of things that, you know what I'm saying, that's going on in real life that I got going on, and like it's a lot of things that happen in real life to people that people be like, why? But it's just like you human, so it's like it's normal. It's just like it don't seem normal because it's like it might be the first time that it happened to you.
Yeah.
So it's just like that's all that song really about, just explaining that, you know what I'm saying, I'm human too, so it's like at the end of the day, I don't really, you know what I'm saying, judge nobody for this, you know what I'm saying, what I got going on.
Yeah.
So just niggas on my side of the story.
I remember after the first interview, you also had a preview on your Instagram of the cover. How did you think about that? Where were you at?
Well, we took that, actually the crazy thing is, we had a lot of ideas, but the crazy thing is, that was like a last minute idea, and it was the best one to us, so we took it and ran with it. We actually took the pictures outside the Fox, but we didn't actually get a chance to get it while we lit up till we did it at nighttime. But we actually found some good scenes, some pictures that were better than actually getting in front of the Fox. So it's like, at first I had an idea of like, you know what I'm saying, I had like a Beatles that gave me the idea of like how to do it, but how I want to uncover it. At the end of the day, it's still being some stuff that we really came up with us being creative, you know, our own mind. So when I had a whole bunch of pictures to choose from, but it was like that one picture just stood out like as a, you know what I'm saying, as a tape name, like rock out, it just really stood out as like, you know what I'm saying, exactly, like, you know what I'm saying, the whole tape. Ain't like it was cold out there too for that picture. I had to really
Man,
What happened? Tell us the behind the scenes of that picture.
Man,
Cause y'all should pull together.
Originally, like he said, like the whole thing when the cover was supposed to be like the Beatles when they was walking across the street, and like one of their pictures is like a very famous picture about them just walking across the street, and I was like, nah, bro, you gotta just do that with the suit on, like, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's a rock out, so it's like, you might as well, you know what I'm saying? You're inspired by the Beatles, they're one of the greatest ever of all time. But, nah, that nigga was freezing his ass off.
Had to get a model mode for that one.
Yeah, model mode.
So you also talked about the possibility of a Valentine's Day tape. Are we still gonna get that?
I'll tell
Maybe
you,
in 2 weeks.
I changed my mind, but I'm most definitely gonna have a single dropping on Valentine's Day.
Okay. Can we get a little background on that? What's it gonna be called?
It's a song. It's a song. Actually, it's a song I got by myself. It's called "Real Life Dreams," and it's just really just basically like, you know what I'm saying, me just. It's like I really just had a dream of like, you know what I'm saying. It's just really like me saying like everything that's happening right now is like. That's what I had a dream about. And it's like it's starting to come in real life, but it's just like it's still incorporated too on like the love side of like what I think I would want if, you know what I'm saying, if I was in a relationship type stuff. So it's like, you know what I'm saying.
So Valentine's Day, you said you was single, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I just feel like, and you don't have a lot of love songs out either. It's because you don't have the inspiration.
Yeah.
I think so, ladies. If you feel like you have a good personality, you know, you're not too aggressive, hit my hands up. You need some inspiration for the music.
Tell you.
You'll know what you too.
Yeah, I know what y'all like to hear, man.
Hey now. So, why don't you have a girlfriend yet, or why aren't you in a rush to get one?
Well, to be honest, I actually just got out of a relationship probably like a year ago, and it's just like, I feel like I was just timing. I feel like I just owed my team and my squad like more, like not, I ain't say more attention, because like at the end of the day, they here for me too, so it's like, but I just feel like I owed them more like of my time, of what me saying I really want to do. Cause like at first, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't able to get in the studio as much, but at the times, a lot of times I did miss some sessions, or I did come in late because I was, you know what I'm saying, entertained to that situation. So it was like, at the end of the day, I was like, I feel like I just need, you know what I'm saying, it ain't like I don't want to, I just gotta get myself together, because this is what I want to do, you know what I'm saying, time ain't gonna wait on nobody, and then like, they gonna look at me like, this ain't what you want to do, you know what I'm saying, let's feel like that slow you down. But that's gonna be there, you know what I'm saying, ain't gonna be more of it. So like, you can't handle it now, like, you know what I'm saying, we got a problem.
Big problem.
So I just learned how to focus. That's all it is. There ain't nothing against it. I just, you know what I'm saying, I had to focus.
Okay. So you've been rapping for about a year and a half now. You got 2-3 albums, tapes under your belt, like Before Description, Paid in Full. You were featured on Hardest on My Section.
Sure.
Been a while since you had a project. Oh, so then you just dropped this rock out. So what's your end game with the music?
Well, to be honest, I really feel like, you talking about that particular tape or just period?
Just period.
Well, to be honest, I really just want to use the music platform to really just help me really just spread my word and me just, cause to be honest, I really like, you guys some more, like, a lot of times, like, when I be having conversations, like, I'm really good at, like, you know what I'm saying, talking to people, you know what I'm saying, outside of what I really like to do is, like, music stuff, like, really just about what they got going on. So it's like, I really want to use this platform because I know people listen to me when I talk, so it's like, if I can get people to listen to my music on what I got going on and get them to really relate, not even relate, but just understand what I got going on, then I know, like, one day when I get to the platform where I can, you know what I'm saying, had those non-profit organizations where we just going back to school, talking to kids, they ain't gotta be about music, it's just what they want to do. So it's like, when we doing that, I better understand, they better come to me, and I better understand what they got going on. They ain't gotta be music, or I can be sports, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we both play sports.
Yeah.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, in the day, if it's that lane too, I can still talk to them in that lane. So it's like, regardless of that, I just want to use the music platform to get me to where I really want to be, like, as far as like touching the world, because music don't always touch you around the world, everyone, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a lot of other stuff that connect.
So what does music mean to you as an artist?
To be honest, music to me as an artist and not just a rapper really means like it's like, you know, like I said, an artist, like they have a mixture of different vibes. So it's like they got sad music, happy music, like, you know what I'm saying, music you can get money to, music you can just, you know what I'm saying, ride to. So at the end of the day, it's just like I just feel like you know what I'm saying, I just really can't explain it because it's like music, well, to me, I just feel like music is more like expression. Like I really, like when I'm like, depending on how I feel, I listen to certain artists. Like really, I don't listen to my like them more because I started rapping. Like I want to critique myself, and I just feel like the more I listen to other people, the more I probably like want to sound like them. So I just feel like music is something that should be used to define you, but it connects you in other ways where other people got, you know, relate to the same thing you got going on. But I really feel like it should define you. So that's why I feel like everybody got their certain favorite songs by certain people, artists take that they like, because it's like I can relate to that.
Okay. So what are your other interests outside of music? You mentioned you played sports before. What sports you play?
I played football. That's all I played for. I ain't like coming up, I played everything, but like football was I really naturally gravitated to because it was just like football was just like, you know what I'm saying, it was just it. Like that was just what was going on. So, but that, you know what I'm saying, that didn't really work out because, you know what I'm saying, I thought that's what I wanted to do, but as it got close to the time period going to college and I seen how serious it was, I ain't want to put myself through that because I was like, this ain't what I'm doing, wasting my time.
No, tell her the story.
Tell
her the story of his cat.
You know it's crazy.
What Brett say?
What happened?
Please, let this young time to shine. Let them have it. Please.
My head coach didn't tell me I had an offer to Fort Valley State, but he had told me that he had told Ahmad, and he was like, Ahmad was supposed to tell me, but then he was trying to make me and Ahmad not be cruel on some whole other, you know what I'm saying, still because me and my coach didn't have a good relationship, so he was trying to put on Ahmad, but then again, I had to realize, like, why would you tell him, like, you my coach, why are you even telling him anyway? But I had to think about it, I didn't know Ahmad was getting him like that, he would have told me.
And he really was tight at me at first, like, he really thought, like, I'm like, nigga, what? Nigga, are you crazy?
What was the situation?
If he told me first, nigga, you know how I'd be reacting? Yeah. Bro, the nigga basically said, like, fuck you, Coach Morgan, too, by the way. But this nigga said that he told me that DP got a scholarship offer to Albany State. Now, I had just signed to Morehouse. I'm like, yo, why the fuck would I lie? Or why would I not tell DP that he got an offer that we would play against each other?
Yeah.
Like, why would I not want better for him? You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga been playing football longer than me. So, that's crazy.
So you play football at Morehouse too?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all lit. So, do you like it there?
It's alright. I'm ready to be over with it now.
You graduated this year?
I got one more year.
Gotcha. So, since your friend is here, how would you describe DP just as a person in general?
DP.
3 words.
3 words? Funny as hell. Let's see. He can definitely be. He's definitely funny, real, as a motherfucker. That's definitely 2 for sure. And loyal as hell.
Okay.
For real.
That's good coming from a friend, man.
Yeah.
So, if your favorite artist, reached out to you right now and said, I want you to come on tour, who would that be and do you think you'd be ready?
I ain't gonna lie, Future came my door right now. I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
You heard that here first.
We got the dope.
We got the dope.
Promise you.
Okay.
We got the dope.
Alright. So that's your favorite artist just in general?
That's my favorite artist in general. So.
Man, the older I get, the more I feel it. When I listen to them, I really feel it.
Yeah, for sure. That's my boy.
Anybody else you want to go on tour with?
There's a lot of people I want to go on tour. I want to go on tour with Doug. I don't know if DMX really too into music, but I just know like them type of crowd be lit. So them type vibe, DMX type vibes, Migos, Post Malone. You know what I'm saying? Them type vibes. Yeah, even a Tyler Creator. You know what I'm saying? He be having a big crowd too. I want some of them fans too.
Okay. So you got a motivational section on your Instagram where you be shouting out your friends. You be just everything motivational. Do you feel like you get that same love back for you and your music?
I don't know. I'm gonna keep this that. A lot of times I don't. Like a lot of times that be the main thing. Like that really just be like on my mind. I'll just be like, word, like, cause it's like that's all. Basically, like if you a person that really follow me, you look at my Instagram every day. 9 times out of 10, I'm really posting my music and my friends' music all day, every day. I'm posting something inspirational or motivational that I don't even came over with or I done seen on Instagram. So it's like, at the end of the day, that's really like, I just try to tell people, like, I'm not the one that's against you at the end of the day. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not in competition with you. We trying to do the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't feel like it should be a rush to see who can, you know what I'm saying, get the first deal. Like, I don't feel like it should be a rush. At the end of the day, that deal don't always be the right one. You know what I'm saying? Before we rush to one thing, so at the end of the day, and my team, we just being patient. We ain't, you know what I'm saying, missing on the opportunity, but we just being patient, just keep working until our time come, you know what I'm saying?
Do you feel the need that you to like go promote yourself and your music and what you do?
Yeah, I for sure feel like I gotta promote myself, you know what I'm saying, a little more. I do, but I just feel like I gotta promote myself a little more just because I see that nowadays it's more of an image now. It's like more what they can see more than what they hear.
I was about to say,
Well, I apologize.
You good.
It's like more of what they see than what they hear. So it's like at the end of the day, it's like I really feel like I know they gonna eventually catch on to my music. You know what I'm saying? It's like right now I gotta keep their attention to what they can see. Cause a lot of people just go off what they see. So it's like I gotta go and get that first. That'd be the hard part.
Yeah. You got any music videos dropped from this tape that just dropped?
For sure. I just shot one like 2 days ago, and I shot one last week. Oh, I shot on Human 2, and I shot a song I got from the drop out on the deluxe version of it called Rock Out. And we're gonna shoot like 2 or 3 more videos from it. We basically making videos into like a little movie sequel, like the ones that all like, you know what I'm saying?
They all flow
to each other. Like, look,
them be the best ones. Because it make people for real go through and listen to each song.
Yeah, for sure. A little story going.
You gonna understand the concept behind the songs and shit.
That's fine. So how many performances do you do in a month, would you say?
Well, I normally recently before it really just slowed down. I really just started focusing on like my craft again. I thought I dropped my tape, but before I was just it was like a lot of people. Sometimes Mark get mad at me for not even telling him when people be DMing me trying to get me to perform. Like I just looked at my phone today before I came in here, like 2, 3 different clubs. It just like really depends on really like you know what I'm saying, like the vibe and the energy. Because like at the end of the day, I know I ain't the biggest artist yet, but still like I don't work to a point where I gotta respect my craft and my persona. I ain't just gonna do anything. So at first it really like it was like we really probably doing like 2, 3 club performances like a month, and that was just you know what I'm saying, cause we knew a couple promoters we doing our love, and some of them really had a couple incentives, and we was just like okay, we cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Still early in the game, we'll work with it. So like other than that, you know what I'm saying. But right now, we ain't really like you know what I'm saying, really trying to move too much. They ain't really talking about incentives. But at that point, we really like I said, we gotta respect our craft at that point. Like you know what I'm saying, just like they got a family feed, we do too. So it's like you know what I'm saying, Cho going on, we gotta be talking about that.
So what is your title in Wi-Fi? They come say go to Ahmad for what?
Shit. I manage EP.
Okay.
For Wi-Fi, man, they ain't come to me about anything.
I must say shit. They didn't come to you about anything. They come to you with
Then they're the fucking athlete of the team. I gotta do everything.
Everything.
I go get my boy beats, shit. Get my boys, like I said, interviews and shit. Try to get people to help with marketing, you know what I'm saying? Trying to bring more people in to help build a bigger team, you know what I'm saying? So I won't be having to do so much more. And people who are, you know, more focused in a certain thing in the industry so that, you know what I'm saying, I can focus on what I'm doing as well.
Okay. So as a manager, to somebody who has never heard his sound before, how would you describe it?
Yo, crazy thing is I've been trying to figure out for so long. It's like his shit is different. Like cause it's different parts about his music. Like when you catch DP like screaming or like mad or some shit, like it's still calm. Like I don't know, it's smooth as hell. Like his music is just smooth, like it's soothing.
Okay.
I kind of get like, you get real vibe from his music if you really listen. It's a lot of shit like, for me it's like smoker's music, you feel me? You smoke blunt, listen to any of his music and you gonna feel it. Just like how he felt it when he, you know what I'm saying, rapped it in the booth.
Yeah. How would you describe your sound?
Well, to be honest, like he said, with me just, you know what I'm saying, like I do get like a lot of compliments on my voice just because like how deep it is. So it's like really, with it like with that, it's like it's really be like when I be rapping, it really be smooth. Like at first, before like at first I used to get on there and rap. Like we didn't know how to adjust the auto tones of my voice and none of that. But now it got to a point where he put on there where like sometimes like if I come there on like my voice on some raspy shit, like me too. Like he can adjust it where like it make my voice sound softer. Like something ain't like a lot of times I can make my voice like that's a lot of voice that I can make on my own. But it's like there's a lot of stuff that he learned too behind the engineering side that he learned, you know what I'm saying? Make my voice sound good. I ain't gonna lie to you, the technology will fool.
Nah, for real.
Don't let these rappers fool you.
Tell you.
So, who are your mentors or influencers in the game right now? Who do you look up to?
Well,
Just in general.
to keep it stat, I really just started looking at LA Reid more just because of what Ahmad do. Just because, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just try to really learn all our stuff, like learn everybody's position just because, like, at the end of the day, he ain't gonna always beat up for every meeting, so if there's something he got beat up for and I don't know, he gonna make me look crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on. Yeah, facts. But another dude, like another mentor I can't say on the rapper side, a dude named Chattin Hendricks, like we don't we talk to him when we can, because you know what I'm saying, his career more busy now than what it was when we first met him. But like he a real cool dude, like he really like be telling me all the time when he do get a chance to talk to him, like bro, like you know let y'all come around me still, you know what I mean? I just wanna show y'all like bro, this shit real, like this shit happen, like y'all be with me, you know what I'm saying?
But he got some good music. You also got him feature too.
For sure, like he real, too
The
real.
crazy thing about that feature, Shay wasn't even in the studio when DP made that shit. DP made that shit and I told him like, nah bro, Shay gotta hop on this.
For sure.
I called him on the phone, he was in Miami. The crazy thing, that record is like a year old.
For real?
Yeah, so like, this is around the time when he was first working this situation with Generation Now, with Joe.
Oh, shit.
And I had called him, he was in Miami. I think he had just had a meeting with Ross. This was like when they was having a bidding war on this nigga. Bro, I was like, yo, bro, you got to hop on it. You come back to him, man.
Yeah.
Like, say less. And he put up and knocked that shit out in like 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, another person who me and Ahmad watch too, that's a mentor, ain't just music, because he don't do music. He's like a mentor for like people across the world. Gary Vee, there's a lot of things that you watch on his page, you know what I'm saying, really be helping folks understand a lot that we just been having a lot of questions about in life. He really just be explaining a lot of stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, basically, like, you really can't depend, like, a lot of things I really just get from a lot of stuff that he posts, like, you really can't depend on, like, if you don't make it, it's your fault. Like, you control what you got going on, like,
And try.
feel me?
All you gotta do is
All
try.
you gotta do is try, you don't never know what can happen.
Just try, kids. That's all you
Like,
gotta
that's all you
do.
gotta do.
There's no such thing as failure.
Yeah,
And
no
when
such
you
thing.
fail, you still learn.
Exactly. Even when you fail in school, you still got another test next Friday. You like it. Ain't like when folks say it's over, you still got another test next Friday. You know, just go on, it's over.
Yeah.
Next.
You pray the next one.
So, moving away from the music, y'all be stepping, man. Like, you see it, y'all. You
Yeah.
see it.
Tell
So,
you,
who are
I
some of
see
your
one.
favorite designers, clothing brands in Atlanta?
Well, I'm gonna let Mark go first, then I'm gonna, cause I ain't gonna tell you, Mark more into the fashion.
Go crazy, man.
Let's see.
Well, actually, I go first because you know what I'm saying. I'm on the,
see?
you know what I'm saying. I'm on the simple side. Like me, to be honest, like I'm gonna tell you, I'm on like this. I like wearing like you know what I'm saying, sweats and stuff. I ain't gonna tell you, my sweats be designer. You know what I'm saying. Got a couple, you know what I'm saying, little Dulce sweats, Fear God, you know what I'm saying. But I like wearing the smooth stuff. What I got on today is something Ahmad would have been like, all right, bet. I'm happy you put this on. So, you know, I would came here on some, you know what I'm saying, some chill shit.
Yeah,
but,
you doing this
know what I'm
chill
saying.
This the friend that made
Yeah,
you.
like, this the friend right here. But,
Tell me what you got on.
Hey, go
Cause
to
you
the
got that
outfit.
shit on too.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? These got the beard jeans on, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Top 10s, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Neiman Marcus, you know what I'm saying? Turning that, you know what I'm saying? Wi-Fi fitted custom, you did.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, good denim on, you know what I'm saying, on the jacket too.
Yes, sir.
But nah, Ahmad really the fashion, like out the group. Everybody be putting it on, but Ahmad really, you know what I'm saying, the fashion. You know what I'm saying? He really want to fuck with the fashion for sure.
Shit, my favorite
Him and my
brands
boy
right
Don,
now-
for sure, they fuck with fashion.
Yeah, Don for sure. My favorite shit right now, jeans. I fuck with the Fear Guys and G-Star. G-Star is like my go-to. Like I wear them bitches whenever, whatever. Goddamn shoes. You see, I'm fucking with Off-White. I get it when I can. You know what I'm saying? But I'm starting to move more into like designer shit. I think I really fucking with the Da Vinci runners. They just dropped right now. Atlanta brands wise, I just be fucking with a lot of my people. Like shout out my boy Too Fly, fuck with the Vertebrae shit. They shit going crazy. 730, trying to get some pieces from 730 right now.
Okay. Y'all shout out their Instagram so that people can check them out. Maybe get a little drip from y'all, a little inspiration.
Vertebrae, the Instagram is at Vertebrae, I think with 2 E's. And 730 is at 730 LA.
Look, you had a what's the name? It was a custom sweatshirt somebody had made for you with the Wi-Fi on it. That shit.
Shout out to Ahmad too, fast. They go crazy.
That shit was hard. The colors is what really got me. I was like, this shit.
Yeah, and like those were one pieces right there.
Yeah,
Pieces
gotta
right
have
there.
one.
Handmade.
Online is crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy is we gonna drop those soon. We're gonna drop a couple colors for sure.
Hey, look out for it, y'all. So you're 21. You just turned 22 today. Your birthday March 24th. So that's around spring break. You know, everybody about to go out, party, have some fun. You got any plans?
To be honest, right now we don't have any plans, but we do have a party that we've been discussing for a little minute that's supposed to be like, you know what I'm saying, a real good little. So, but we still getting it on the, right now it's not official, but we still getting everything on the square. But if we go though, I ain't gonna lie to you, it's the party of the year.
Hey, nah.
Party of the year.
Party of the year.
Okay, stay left. Now you don't want to do nothing today. I don't know why, but if you do something later on this week, later today, how you popping out?
Shit, probably just, you know what I'm saying, I might go have a few drinks with my Wi-Fi gang, you know what I'm saying, and smoke a little bit. And most I might do, I might just, you know what I'm saying, we might have a studio session, I might just have people pull up on me.
Working birthday. We love to see you.
Yeah, facts. This shit gonna stop for nobody.
Stop.
Hey, nah. Last question. I want both y'all to answer separately. Paint a picture 5 years from now. What is life gonna look like?
5 years from now,
Is that 2025?
5 years now,
27?
well, I know I can speak, well, since me and Marlon, right, I can say 5 years from now, I can see me and him having two, you know what I'm saying, separate property that we both own and our own, you know what I'm saying, possibly a family, starting a family. I know for a fact, like, you know what I'm saying, by then, I know for a fact my woman will not be working, you know what I'm saying, everything will be, you know what I'm saying, structured in a way. Of course, like, ain't gonna lie to you though, kid or not, you know what I'm saying, me and Marlon gonna have a football team, you know what I'm saying, and we're gonna have about 2-3 non-profit organizations. They're gonna be just like, you know what I'm saying, really for anybody who need, you know what I'm saying. Right now, this idea is just motivation. That's, you know what I'm saying, the main thing of everything, motivation. So it's like 5 years now, that's what I feel like we're gonna be doing.
Okay. Ahmad?
5 years from now, I see me and DP being millionaires for sure, multi-millionaires at that point.
Top of the game.
Hey, nah.
I see DP want to be one of the top artists in the game. I see myself being one of the biggest and youngest execs in the game, for sure. I just see like more fun. Like I see us traveling a lot, like going different places, seeing different things. I see us, you know what I'm saying, buying each other different shit, just doing different things just to experience shit so that, you know what I'm saying, we can continue to motivate him in his music. Like that's what I see myself doing 5 years from now. Putting DP in different vibes to just motivate him in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Because the more that he see, the more he has to talk.
1, 2, 3, pop your shit.
Yeah, y'all already know what's going on. We've been pop shit waiting for Martin Luther King had a dream. No Kelly Corn style. You did what I'm saying. Wi-Fi shit.
And we out.